Modern Southern police forces descend from slave catchers.
Mm-hmm.
When, if ever, can criminal or immoral organizations become legitimate one?
Yeah.
I think the article missing there.
Yeah.
Illegitimate.
No,
Yes.
no, no. When can the bad organizations become good? Because like the police
Yes.
forces, yeah, okay, okay. Because the context was about the Yakuza helping during the Fukushima disaster in Japan. Which, by the way, I didn't know this. This was really cool. Because I started looking further into like the help that the Yakuza has given over the years. Did you know that that word Yakuza comes from a losing hand in a particular style of Japanese betting game? And that's why they took the name, is because it basically means like the losers. Like,
Oh,
I didn't know that. I was like, oh my gosh, that's really cool. That's a really cool
yeah.
piece of info
I
there.
did not know.
But yeah, I would say just quickly, when, if ever, can immoral organizations become moral organizations? I would probably say the answer is around the time that they stop doing the immoral things and they start doing the moral ones, right? Like any
Yeah, I mean, it's
organization
pretty
can
obvious.
change. Just because it has crappy roots doesn't mean that what it
Right.
is today is still crap, right? That's
Yeah, yeah.
that's so
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, I don't like. Oh, I don't even understand when people judge an organization based on its history.
yeah.
Like, okay, well, they seem to be okay now, so I don't know what the hell. How is that relevant?
Yeah.
Um,
If
unless
there's
you could show, yeah, that it
no
continued.
right, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Unless you can show that like it's still in that same
Yeah.
capacity.
Right.
Which like I would argue, yeah, there are police forces in the South of the United States that you can make that claim. You can say, oh my gosh, look at these bad roots. They're still employing a lot of these tactics today. Yeah,
But I
totally.
don't even know if the bad things they do has anything to do with their roots. Maybe the bad things they do is just the bad things they do,
So,
and you
so
could just judge them because they're bad.
so yes, so I would say that it's not necessarily that the roots lead to the bad things today,
Right.
but if you can show that there were bad roots and that they're continuing that today, you could then say, oh, okay,
It's
it's
really
from the
hard to
past.
show that
But
unless they have
yeah,
like
yeah,
a written culture or something. Or
right.
like, for example, let's say if the police had a constitution, okay, that they wrote when they were slave catchers,
Hmm.
and now they're still referring to that
Totally,
to as a guideline. I would like,
totally.
okay, their roots seem to be having an influence now. But given that they don't have that, I would just judge anything crappy they do
Yeah.
based on the fact that it's crappy.
Yeah, I
Like
think that
that's
I think that's
uh,
an
yeah,
easier thing to do for sure, and
yeah,
one that probably has more value, like, hey, this company was terrible back in the 1840s, and it's like, oh, okay, it's 2022, so are they bad now? And it's like, no, they're fantastic. It's like, oh, well, screw it. Like,
yeah.
but
You can now get the sexiest blasphemous art ever known to mankind for free. Too sexy to show most of it here on YouTube. We draw Muhammad, Hindu goddesses, sexy hijabi art, Jesus, Mother Mary, Japanese god, Greek gods, and much, much more. Click on the link below where it says get our free blasphemous art.